Hey there, this is a little short tip video. I don't know if you've gotten my freebie or not, but first of all, I'm Amanda. I'm an acrylic painter. I love to paint flowers. I do use other mediums sometimes, but acrylics are really my favorite. And I'm doing some little short videos with some tips that go along with a free download that you can get over on my website. So if you want to go to artbymandahilburn.com, I'll put a link down below after the video. You can download the free ebook. It's 24 just different kinds of tips that I've learned along the way using acrylic paint. And so tip number 1, I've already done a video on it. Tips 2 and 3 kind of are related. So I decided to combine those in this video. And it has to do with water. So you can water down your acrylic paints when you're using paper to paint on. For example, look at my sketchbook down here. So when you're painting on paper, a little bit of extra water is helpful. And I'm going to use this page over here because I'm starting on a sketch here. I don't want to mess it up, but I'm going to wet my brush and grab some paint and just show you what happens. When you paint with a little bit of water on paper, the paper is porous, so it's going to really soak up all of that extra liquid. So when you're painting on paper, a little bit of extra water will help you to be able to spread it out and get better coverage. If you don't use very much water when you're painting on paper, then your paint may, let's see if I can get it to do it. Your paint may drag and leave, you may like this look, but it may leave, open spaces like that. Okay, so adding a little bit of water when you're painting on paper is a good idea. However, when you're painting on a surface like this, this is a canvas, and it has already been primed with gesso. Gesso is something that you use on any kind of porous surface to make it available, to make paint just kind of lay on top of it instead of soaking into it. So let's say, like, if you wanted to paint something on wood, you would have to either paint it with a lot of layers of acrylic paint, or you could start with a layer of gesso, and then your acrylics are not going to sink down into the pores. So your canvases are made of fabric. Canvas is fabric. And if you get one that's white like this, it's already been primed. It's already got gesso on it. With water on our canvas. Okay. So first of all, let's paint a little bit without water. And it works really well. Now let's take something, like if we were going to try to do a watercolor or a really light wash, you see what happens? It starts to almost granulate. Bring my light over here. So what's happening is the pigment is just kind of floating around in the water. And if you don't get a good coat of paint and it's got this watery mixture going on here, then you put more layers of paint on top of it, this is not a very solid foundation. So it's possible that some of your bigger chunks of paint that you put on top may start to peel off and crack. So that's my tip for this video, you can use water when you're painting on paper, but don't use so much water. You can use a little bit, but not so much water when you're painting on canvas. So I hope that was helpful. You can go grab the freebie if you want to. It is, I'm going to link it down below after I do this video. And also, if you're interested in learning how to paint roses, peonies, let's see, hydrangeas, and irises, I brought back my Flora bundle. It's available again. It is 3 different workshops that have multiple videos that are normally $50 each, and I'm offering them in a little bundle right now for just $10.